Hi, I'm Rich Brown for CNET, and I'm here today with the HP Envy 23 Windows 8 All-in-One. This is a mainstream touchscreen all-in-one from HP, and it starts at about $1,100, but HP has actually submitted a very high-end review unit. It comes in at about $2,000 for this particular configuration. This model has a Core i7 CPU, 16 gigs of RAM, a 2TB hard drive, as well as an entry-level NVIDIA graphics chip. Now, unfortunately for HP, there's nothing here that really distinguishes this system from other all-in-one PCs that have come out with Windows 8. Thanks to the Core i7 chip, it's about as fast as other PCs in that $2,000 price range, but the 16 gigs of RAM doesn't really do much for mainstream workloads. If you're a professional, you might benefit from that much memory, but for the day-to-day mainstream users that are going to buy a system like this, you'd probably be better off with a higher-end graphics card. Now, on other systems in that price range, though, we've seen 27-inch screens, very high-resolution displays, features like Thunderbolt, Wi-Fi, NFC, even gesture control. Now, not all those are useful, but at least there's something, and you can't add those to this system via HP's configurator. Instead, it's just a generic all-in-one that we've seen dozens of times before. It just happens to have a higher-end set of core features. Now, it does get most of the basic notes right. This is a 19:10 resolution touchscreen, and it's responsive enough. It works pretty well, as you can see. You can start up air hockey here. You can see the touchscreen isn't perfect though. There's some drag, so it's not as good as a typical high-end smartphone or tablet. So for its other features, there's a slot-loading Blu-ray drive. That's nice to have. There's also an HDMI input, which is always useful. It lets you turn the system into a home entertainment hub if you connect a game console or a cable box. And on the back and the sides, you can see a basic set of ports. There's USB 3, SD card, some various audio inputs. There's also a TV tuner, which is nice to have, but we'd probably rather see some higher-end ports, particularly in this price range. For example, with 16 gigs of RAM, you're certainly targeting higher-end, performance-oriented users, and in that case, a Thunderbolt port would probably make some sense. So in its lower-end configurations, this is a fine, if unremarkable, mainstream all-in-one. At this high-end price, though, HP doesn't really deliver enough to set the system apart from the other competitors in this price range. So I'm Rich Brown. This is the HP Envy 23.